And we are live on the YouTube as well. I will manage this directly from my phone. Why, thank you so much. That is so helpful. And folks, let me see. I want to see if I've actually got... I'm thinking about going to touch drive for a few multiplayer races to see how much of a difference it makes. Tired of getting beat by cars that wreck and then spawn in ahead of me, going faster than when they wrecked. That is a real thing, Daily. That is a thing that happens. It is quite annoying as well. Hey folks, it's just me, Me here. I'm playing some Asphalt 9 Legends, and we're going to be doing some dailies here. We're going to be banging these dailies out. Start off by getting some of these tokens here. Alright. I'm going to adjust this camera just a tad. There we go. I just want to be able to see the menu a bit, and I don't think you need to see my torn jeans. Unless it makes me more rugged. Alright. Oh, what you doing, Goomba? You wanna watch? There you go, Goomba. Mr. Goomba. Oh, social distancing. Getting a little too close there, my friend. There we go. Alright. What we got going on here? Challenge ends in 1 day. How are my mates doing? Doing pretty good, actually. Tio Popocho has 25 blueprints for the Terzio Millennium. I only managed to eke out 18. Daily Driver 17. And then Aki, Callus, and a TV smiley face pair of scissors got 14. Nice work, folks. Also representing Nash B, Red Blazing UG14, Fun Race, Driver, Physical Virus, and Ice showing up as well. I think I'm pretty much done. I don't really have... The Terzio Millennials started out pretty awesome. I think stages 1 through 5, I got almost 100%. You can check out these. But then when I got to about, I think, stage 6, things started to break apart. It just really wasn't worth it for the Aventador J grind. I just wasn't feeling it. To grind through 100 races with only one card and really bad chances at getting Aventador J. Just not a good deal. So going forward, you can see things kind of fell apart. And then the cars got a lot more exotic, and the targets ended up getting a lot more difficult to make. So now what I'm actually doing, I've been cranking out the dailies, actually. The daily in particular that I've been loving is the daily car hunt for the Apollo N. There's about a day and 10 hours left on this grind. You can see I grinded the hell out of this. And I got my Apollo N up to about 3 stars, working on the 4th star, and I think I am 3 blueprints away from the 4th star. Let's double check that. The Apollo N, 19 out of 21, so 20, 21, yeah, I got like 2-3 blueprints left. And to help me out with that, actually, my latest strategy has been to... I upgraded the hell out of the Rizvani Beast X and out of the Jag. I'll show you the 2 cars that I upgraded. The Rizvani Beast X and the Jaguar F-Type SVR, and as you can see, I've already made some success with the F-Type SVR, but I had to change my, hey, Just Callus! I'm going through the dailies now, showing some secrets here. So, the car that I've been mainly grinding this daily with is the Acura 2017 NSX at 3 star with full upgrades up to that point. This has been a really good go-to car. A close second has been the Pineapple H2 Speed at 3 stars, again with all the upgrades that I could do at up to 3 star. This one I could get all 3 of these objectives. I could get all 3 of these race times fairly easy. this one, and this one. The Pineapple High Speed, I can always get these two, and most of the time this one, but not always. Just doing the same beat on the track. Where things get interesting is, in order to actually make it work with the Jaguar F-Type SVR, I'm automatically not going to get one of those three because this is not a C-Class car. So I can't get that middle one right there, but I can still get this race time if I hadn't maxed it, and I can still get this race time, but then also this guaranteed card. But I have to change the way that I do the race. So let me show you how I do the race with the Acura, and we'll see if you can kind of recognize the differences. I'll talk about the differences afterwards, but first I want to see if you guys can do it. And hopefully, this is my first race of the stream, and as you guys know, my stream introduces a little bit of lag, so I'm going to do my best to compensate for the lag. I might have to do this race once or twice before I'm fully dialed in. We'll see. So I hang out to the middle, then I go to the left. The reason I don't go directly for the left is because I notice sometimes the cars, like a magnet, will go directly for the tunnel that I go for, and then I have to fight them. But if I fake it out like I'm going to go straight down the middle, and then I go to the left at the last minute, I've never had that happen before. That was a complete ripoff. I'm going to have to rerun this race, guys. There's no reason that should have happened. I'll just use this as a race to dial me into the lag. Alright, so that was a shit race. We're going to throw that one away. Fortunately, I got enough tickets. The issue is, Callus, that was actually my fault. I can't blame it all on the game. The issue is that jump went to shit because I hit the ramp way too late. If I was just racing for the sake of racing, I was trying to show a specific beat that I do on this race, and that's why I hit the ramp anyway. I knew that it was too late for me to go for the ramp, but I still did it anyway, and it went south. So what am I always saying, right? If you're unsure, skip it. If you're absolutely certain, go for it with everything you got. Alright, so here's a rerun of that race. The 2017 NSX. Again, I'm going to fake out like I want to go to the middle. But no, I'm actually going to go to the left. And usually I can make it right through without too much, or I can boost through somebody. I want to hit this ramp, generally. I want to hit that ramp. And then I aim for the middle here. Boost. Hit that ramp with a double tap boost. And then go to the left. Now sometimes when I hit that second barrel roll ramp, if I don't hit it with a boost, sometimes I'll aim it so that I hit the other ramp straight up, and instead of going in the tunnel, I actually go over the tunnel. With the NSX, you're pretty safe. You can pretty much nail all three of those pretty easily as long as you've got 3 stars and all the upgrades. Sups, Clone Trooper? I'm trying to give some tips on how to do this car hunt. So, I have to do something a little bit different though with the Jag F-Type SVR. One of the things that I've noticed, this car I can be really liberal with when I boost. Same thing with this one. The Jag F-Type SVR, I gotta be a little bit more delicate with this guy. Now, if I was up to, I think I'm at 3 stars on this. I don't remember. We'll have to take a look. Yeah, generally speaking, this car doesn't respond to boost as well as the other ones. There's actually a negative gain that you get after the boost wears off. So I stick to my same tactic of fake out like I'm going to do the middle, and then left at the last minute. Try to avoid getting hung up by those cars. So for this one, notice I'm not really using boost. Except for here. I skip that ramp. I don't do that ramp. Notice again, I'm not boosting. I'm saving my boost. I'm going to do a double tap nitro off of that ramp. And if I'm lucky, I should be able to get 40 seconds. I'm going to boost after that last bottle. Really close. Really close. I almost got 40. I did 41, and the reason that I did 41 was because there's still an element of luck that I have with this car. I need to avoid any and all contact with any side rails, any and all contact with any vehicles. And as you saw, there was that one part in the very beginning where I kind of got hung up on a car that wrecked in front of me, and then there was another car that tapped me toward the end. Folks, that was enough to add another half a second to my time. So I didn't quite get beating of the 41 seconds with the Jag F-Type SVR, but we're going to go again on that one, because I think I can do it. Well, I know I can do it. I've done it before, but I think I can do it on stream. I want to show you guys that this is possible. Give this another shot. We got plenty of tickets right now and plenty of gasoline. I might pull up and reseat the switch. I'm feeling like the resolution of this game may not be appropriate. Sometimes it doesn't always switch resolutions when I plug it into the dock. Alright. Trying to avoid contact. Well, I think I just screwed it up already. Did not really go into there too clean. Tried to get a little bit of boost to make up for it. But I'm pretty sure I'm going to end up doing 42 seconds on this one. We'll see how close my internal chronometer is. I'm not getting boost because that wasn't a clean run. I'm pretty sure I'm going to end up with 42 on this one. Just almost 42. Alright. This one now, it's down to about luck, which really kind of sucks. Can I explain what an epic import part does? Generally, yes. An epic import part usually drains you of credits or trade tokens, first of all. Then it costs a metric ass ton of credits to actually install on the car. So it drains you to acquire, and then it drains you to apply, and then at the end of the day it just adds rank to the car, much like it does much like a normal import part, but it just kind of kicks you up another level. It doesn't give you like magical superpowers or anything like that. Yeah, so I mean it'll make you a little bit faster, it'll make you accelerate a little bit quicker, it'll make you have a bit more boost, but by itself it's not like it gives you special abilities or anything. Yeah, it can help you jump over those rank hurdles, right? There's some races that want particular ranks. And like the Centenario, I think, without the Epic imports, it tops out at about 3,400. But with the Epic imports, you can rank it out at like 36, 3,700. It's hard to say. Like, I wouldn't say it's not worth the 900 credits. I think it depends on what you want. Like, there are some, like the Centenario in particular. The Centenario is really close to meeting the lower rank requirements for some of the more advanced single-player career races. And unless you're good enough to beat those races without meeting the rank, it's pretty much the only way that you're going to rank up the Centenario to be able to go over that bar that they set. The other thing, too, is if you care about being in multiplayer against people that are ranked up with the Epic imports that are going to be racing against you during certain seasons, if you're comfortable with being lower ranked than them and you think that you can still take them to school, then that's fine. But in multiplayer specifically, I would take every edge I could get with every vehicle. See if I can do it, see if I can do it. Not quite. I made the contact with the wall, was the problem. Alright, well, at least we're making some money here. This is my last try, guys. My last try. Now, here's the really punishing thing. I'm only 3 blueprints away. So the fact that I don't quite have enough in the Jag SVR, I'm sure if I could just push the rank another 500 points, I could do this. I tried alternate routes and everything. There's some guides online. There's some videos and everything that I even shared in the Discord that show how to do this. But the problem is they're on PC or mobile. And I don't know if this is dirty pool or not, but I noticed that PC and mobile for this car hunt gives you 3 extra seconds. So I don't know why Switch is 41, have to beat 41 seconds, but the other platforms are you only have to beat 44 seconds. As you can see, I would have had all those blueprints already if I beat 44 seconds, because I'm doing that all day long. It really seems like GameLoft is trying to kick us in the balls and make it next to impossible to hit that time. And of course, as I say that, I'm pissing and moaning about it. I'm hitting the wall. I get 40 seconds. So I get the blueprint that I was complaining about. Alright, here we go. 1 left. Please be. Nope, I knew it wouldn't give it to me. I knew it wouldn't give it to me. Alright. I still, though, I got 4 more things to go. I think I can make it. I think I can do this. GameLoft hates us Switch players. Maybe. Although they gave away that 20 card pack earlier in the day. Yesterday or the day before. You got till the rest of the week to claim it. They gave a 20 card pack just because of sorry for the server issues. Alright, what do we got going on here? Can I do it with the Beast X? Alright. I still got a ways to go with the Beast X, but we'll see if I can get her done. I'm gonna give this 1 try. If this doesn't work, I'll just bang out that last. I know that I can get that 3rd one, which is still a chancer, but if I can at least get the 3rd one reliably with this, the timing one, then the one that gives me the card with the chance in it, if I can at least get the chance card with this car, I'll keep grinding it out with the Beast X. If I can't even get the chance card, though, I'll just grind it out with the NSX and take my chances with the chance card. I love the graphics for this guy when he boosts with the flames out the back. I mean, look at that. That just looks... Ground control to major dash. Can I do it? Nope. 42.5, and that felt pretty good. I don't think I can do really better with that car in that race, so I just don't have the high enough rank, and my route is not optimal. I see other people doing more dangerous routes. They're doing like goofy routes, but even then they're getting roughly the same time that I'm getting doing my normal route. So I think I'm just going to pick my better car. I'll say screw it. I don't have the Beast X upgraded enough to really be able to do much. Give me a second, folks. My extrasensory perception tells me that Mrs. Dash is off camera somewhere, not stopping and waiting because she's fascinated with how well I play Asphalt Legends 9. I used to believe that, but I think it's because she secretly wants to engage in a dialogue with me. So let me just go to mute and check out, see if my extrasensory perceptions are correct. Yeah, sure. After dinner, we can play some Final Fantasy VII Remake. Alright, love you. Alright, so folks, if your family members need your attention and you're playing a game, even if you're in multiplayer, right? Like, unless you already have an established routine where it's like, hey, let me finish the multiplayer race and then do it, you know, come on. No loss in rank, no lost race, no lost game or whatever is worth getting in an argument with the folks that you love and care about. So it's okay, it's healthy now. Hit pause, give them the attention that they need, and then you can return to your game. I don't mean to be lecturing you guys on family relations. It frustrates me when I see some streamers online on their Twitch and on their Twitter mistreating people that they live with and should care about, all because of a game. Like, no game is worth that. Come on. Alright, so the Acura 2017 NSX. Lecture away, preach. Sometimes I wonder how I have any viewers. It's like, oh god, here he goes, back on his high horse. But I do speak truth, man. I do speak truth. I've been married for 18 years. Married for 18 years, so that's not a brag. I mean, it is work, and part of that work is knowing when to hit pause and, you know. Alright. Notice I'm being much more liberal with my drifting and my boosting. With the other two cars, the Beast X and the Jag SVR at the rank that they're at, literally afraid to touch the brakes at all. So the technique that I'll use on those, still going to double tap nitro off that ramp. But the technique that I use with the other cars is to just let off the accelerator rather than hit brake. This one I can be more liberal and I can actually brake and drift and build up boost and everything. How am I married 18 years when I'm only 25? I'm flattered. Actually, question and answer time. I think we might still have Clone Trooper AJ and maybe one or two other folks in the chat. So for the folks in the chat, how old do you legitimately think that I am? And if you already know, don't say anything. Don't spoil. But if you don't know or if you just suspect, feel free to put your guess in as to how old I am. Come on. Yes! Yes! Folks, you were here. You saw it here first. Ready to star up. Love it. Yes. Bam. So this has been worth the grind, actually. Because, here's why this has been worth the grind, right? This car that I've been working on, the Apollo N, I shared a video with folks in the Discord. And, okay, so Callus's guess is that I'm 35 years old. We'll wait until at least one other person guesses before I answer. So, I've been doing some watching online, and from the resources that I saw, the Apollo N is actually one of the best B-class cars that you can get. And in fact, actually, if you fully 5-star this thing, and you give it all the upgrades, this thing can outclass some A-class cars. You can actually outrank a bunch of A-class cars and give them a huge run for their money. So what's really interesting is if you look at the multiplayer for this season, the reason that this is also significant is because this thing can really carry you through multiplayer. You're going to be going up against things like the Lamborghini Huracan. You're going to be going up against the Aventador J and the Pagani, right? These are some pretty heavy-hitting cars, but as you can see, at just 3 stars, these guys have to star up quite a few times before they're going to outclass me just yet. This guy, I still haven't even fully upgraded this guy. I can upgrade this guy all the way to 3600, almost 3700 rank. And I didn't even get the 4-star yet, or apply any epic imports. So the Apollo N is not a slouch, and for me anyway, the drop rate has been frequent enough to where, you know, it definitely was worth the grind. So that car, once I got to Elite, that car has actually been carrying me in Elite, which I was pretty surprised. Alright, so I've already done the Beast X stuff. Folks, if you're not doing the dailies for the Beast X, do them. You get 1 blueprint just for showing up. If you're not, minimally, if you're not going through your dailies, and you're not looking at the ones that just say finish race, those are gimmies. It doesn't matter what car you use. It doesn't matter what you place, right? You can get dead last. You can wreck every time. You're still going to get a blueprint. And once you unlock the car, then you can start getting them in the card packs too. So do those dailies. Callus, you are a smart man. So you'll notice the B class, I always do my best to make sure I'm getting all of these. Sometimes I try to weigh it, right? Like you'll notice, because the tickets don't grow on trees, right? You gotta wait a while for them to regen. So one of the things that I'll do, as long as I can get at least 2, possibly 3 tickets, I'll sink in the whole ticket cost, or 2 to 3 cards. I'll do the ticket cost and do the race. When it gets down to where I know I can only get 1, unless it's one I really, really want, and I know that the drop rate is really, really good, or it's a guaranteed card, I pretty much skip it. I don't want to waste 3 tickets on the possibility I might get a new Beast X. I could be grinding that out in Apollo and starring it up. Same thing with this. As long as I know I can bang out 3 to 4 of these a race, right? 5 on a good race, I'll just keep paying the 2 tickets and doing it until I max it out. This isn't worth me wasting 4 tickets to try to burn 2 more best times of the most aggressive time. Just not worth it. And I carry that forward also with these things like these races. My race time is pretty close here, right? I could possibly beat 126. I know that I screwed the pooch on a couple of these races. But do I care about it enough to burn 2 tickets? No. Always make sure that you do these and you at least place something. You're going to get something. Even if you place horribly in these, make sure you at least do it. You got 4 days. You can't spare 3 tickets in 4 days? I think you can. Callus, thank you for dinner time. I will tell you that you guessed at my age and you guessed 35. You are not correct. That's all I'll say. You are not correct. I'll ask this a couple more times when we have more activity in the chat, and we'll see what the general consensus is on how old people think I am. I'm curious to see. I'm not going to say just yet, Callus, because other people haven't weighed in. Toadette, how you doing? The question on everybody's mind right now, Toadette, is how old is Dash V? How old am I, do you think? Callus thinks I'm 35. I'm not going to say if he's high or low. I'm grinding here for the Apollo N. I just started up. So I got 1 star left to get. I don't remember how many blueprints. I didn't bother to look, but I got 1 star left before I max out the Apollo N. So that thinks I'm around 30. Alright. Early 30s, mid 30s, late 30s. You gotta be a little bit more. Or do you literally mean like somewhere 28, 29, 30, 31, 32? Is that what you mean? Oh, that was a terrible boost off that ramp. Come on, I can do way better than that. What are you doing, my friend? Got a dancing ballerina out there on the road. Low 30, 31 to 32. Alright. I'm not going to give it away yet. We're going to see if we can get at least one more person to guess. Guess my age. Did I not do... I didn't beat 42 seconds on that one? Not my best race, folks. Give me just 1 second. I might blow up the stream doing this, but I'm going to try. See if I can get the... I don't think the resolution on this is set appropriately. Alright, does that look better to me? I can't tell if that looks better to me. Alright, I got one more gas tank left. We'll give this a go. I'm young enough to still think that ripped jeans are cool, so we know that part. But I'm also old enough to remember when Mortal Kombat forced Congress to tell the games industry, if you don't put a rating system in place, we will put one in place for you. I love it when people try to accuse me of being a hipster because they see a Super Nintendo or they see me wearing a Zelda watch or something like it, or wearing a Mortal Kombat shirt, and they're like, oh, you're one of those hipsters. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, I was literally around when this happened. Like, not to mention, I have friends who actually are hipsters, and I think that they're pretty cool people, so I don't know what's wrong with being a hipster. I'm not insulted by people thinking I'm a hipster, I just think it's funny that they assume that I wasn't around then. I was. Alright, that's about as much as I'm gonna grind out on that same race. I'm gonna give some time for these tickets to regen. Ooh, folks, we got 11 minutes until the whole season resets for the daily. Not the whole season, I'm sorry, the daily. So I'm gonna burn a little bit of time. Check out what we've been doing in the club, man. We are at 105,000 rep points, which is actually pretty darn good for our club. We've had some people that have been kicking ass and taking names in the club. I honestly think, even with 1 day and 10 hours left, I think we're gonna make this card pack. I don't think we're gonna make the 250,000 credits, but I do think we're gonna make this card pack, which has got me excited, because what's in this card pack? These are some pretty sweet deals. Some pretty good content inside that card pack. I'll take it. So let's look at who's been look at who's been here. Daily Driver, man. I've been chasing Daily Driver all season, and I cannot catch up to him. Daily Driver, my friend, you are doing amazing. You are blazing a trail that the rest of us can only hope to follow. So Fun Race has been representing pretty solidly with double-digit thousands there. Aki is about there. I think Aki is going to hit 10,000 before the season's over. I strongly believe that. Monk of Smoke 420, how you doing, my friend? You want to say that I'm between 37 and 38. Interesting. Okay, so we've got a vote for 35, we got a vote for 37 to 38, and then we got a vote for 30 to 32-ish. Interesting. Interesting. Well, thank you again to everybody that's contributed to this season. One of the things I do have to kind of mention is that I just want to give a heads up that some folks lower on the totem pole may not make it to next season. And I'm not saying that to be mean, it's really nice to see the club rep shoot as high as it did. One of the reasons for that is, look at all the goodies that you get. So the better the club does, the better we all in the club do. And so I just want to make sure that as we go forward, we got a club that's pretty active. So folks, if you're watching this and you're going, my club didn't do that rep, and I've been carrying the weight of the club, we'd love to have you. The club is -V and Friends, #A20FE. I do want to warn you, it is an invite, or not an invite only, but it is a restricted club, so you can send us a request. I'll have to approve it. We don't have a minimum rep per se, but ideally, I want to see you. I want to see you playing with some regularity, right? If you get 0 rep an entire season, you're probably not going to be there for the next season. Want to see some kind of activity. Also, doesn't hurt if you're active in the chat, right? I really love to see your unlocks. I love to see you guys helping each other out, encouraging each other, sharing your tips and tricks. So the club has been doing great. Been doing really great. Career-wise, I kind of hit a plateau, guys. I'm like really stuck. My cars aren't good enough. Check this out. So Future Fast. Even if I fully upgrade this guy, I'm still going to be under rank. And I'm 18 blueprints away, so no time soon am I going to be beating this one. I've tried it a couple times, I don't have the right route, I can't do it. This one is locked altogether for a car that I don't have. This one, I could upgrade the Porsche. I could upgrade this guy right now. The Porsche 718 Cayman if I wanted to. And I could get high enough to actually clear this race. I think the problem is there's a lot of other races that just go far, far above that rank at 2300, so I just haven't really felt the need to invest. Also, the game kind of screwed me. I've already maxed out the Porsche 718 Cayman, but look, you're trying to taunt me and entice me to finish career mode with blueprints for the one that I've already maxed out the blueprints for. So that kind of sucks. Like, I'm gonna get maybe 10 trade tokens for this. It's a D-class car. It's not worth the upgrades at this point anyway. And I don't think, let me check, finishing this season isn't even going to unlock another season. Notice how it doesn't say that there's another one coming up? So literally this entire rest of the season, for now anyway, waste of my time and credits. I'm not even going to bother. This one I think would be worth it because, as you'll notice, the reward is that I unlock a new A-class season. So this one's actually worth it, but what do I got to do to do this? Well, LaFerrari. Another one where even if I max it out, I'm just not... Even if I get all these upgrades, I'm not going to have high enough rank. So I'm going to have to work on getting blueprints so that I can rank up this guy. Meantime, that one's stuck. Sun Racers, I think, is in the same boat. Yeah, the only car that I have that's even eligible is pitifully below rank. Pitifully. Maxed out, but not gonna do it. Maybe once I get the Huracan. Right? Pretty close to the Huracan, actually. I think I have 9 BPs left for the Huracan. but not quite yet. Road trip interrupted. This one I actually started on. This is a bunch of hunteds, and these are really particular. The Volcano Titanium, I could actually take this one on if I wanted to. Depends on how much of a ripoff that's going to be. But in order to finish this out, it's telling me 3309. This one actually might be worth investing in. The only thing I don't like is that sometimes the hunteds lie about the ranks. Sometimes the times on these are so ridiculously cheap and tight that you just can't pull it off unless you know some tricks that I just apparently don't know. This one's another one that would be good to do because it's going to unlock another whole season, but I don't have anything. This is where Callus had a question earlier. I wish he was still on. He left us for food. He wants to eat? What the hell? But this one, yeah, I need to do these imports in general are expensive as hell. I'll show you how much those imports cost. 210,000 for the import. And I only have one of them. But each one of these has slots for 3. So that's going to be a lot of money. It's going to be a lot of money to upgrade just to get this to the rank to be able to finish out this season. Honestly, not sure it's worth it. I think better will be to take something like the Volcano Titanium or the Ferrari and just star those up and then outrank the event. Last two here, the Hyper Rome. This one, there's no follow-on activity. I'm super close. Just not feeling it. Not feeling it. So the closest one there is the Centenario for getting the job done. Although I could upgrade. I could try upgrading Ferrari LaFerrari. It looks like that one will probably be the one that'll outrank that enough to actually get the job done in the end. Helicoprion. Am I pronouncing that right? I might call you Heli. Heli, I've been playing this game since Christmas of last year, basically. So, but I took half of February off because I took a family vacation and only played very little. But so a 2-week break in February. So I guess that would be 4, 8. I guess you could say 12 weeks total. 12 weeks total, about 3 months, I guess. All right, what do we got going on here? Yeah, this is going to be pretty rough. All right, my dear. I'll be up momentarily. Yeah, this one's going to be a challenge. So, career mode, I'm pretty much stuck other than maybe that hunt. Right, we could try this actually if we want to. Let's give this a shot. We'll see just how badly out of tune I am with it. The Volcano Titanium. Can I upgrade anything? Ooh, I can, folks. I can do some upgrades. What's the best upgrade? What pushes me the farthest ahead? 6, 7. I think this one was the best at 9. And 35. I'm going to go for this guy right here. Almost. You almost gave me enough oomph. I'm going to try to do it even though I'm under rank. The hunteds are hard to read. Sometimes I can do them when I'm ridiculously under rank. Sometimes I can do them when I'm right at rank. Sometimes I have to be way over rank. And what sucks is with the hunteds, they chop out all the shortcuts. So it's not like I'm picking the wrong route. Like, it's just, and it's not like the cops actually catch me. It's just I run out of time. Let's see what we got going on, my friends. See if I can pull this one off. Oh! Saved it, though. I managed to save it. Oh, come on. Really? Did you see that? I bounced off him, which was BS, by the way. I was trying to do the 360 before I actually even encountered him, but it bounced me off of him first. That had to be the lag in the setup. But it looks like I might actually do it. I'm gonna do it. It's in the bag. I got this. Boom. We got her done. Hey, Robbie, I do not have VR chat, my friend. We have Discord chat. Robbie, how old do you think I am? And also, Helio, we're doing a little question and answer here for the fans, actually. How old do you guys think I am? Generally, people are guessing in the 30s. We have low, all the way from low to high 30s represented in there. All right, excelente. What is this one? I'm gonna actually try this one. This is a regular race. I think I could totally do this, guys. I think I could do it. 15. I'm gonna go for it. 39 or like 42. Wow, 42 is pretty specific. Hey, Toadette. Take care. Thank you for your guess. Oh. I saved that one, but I gotta be honest with you guys, I wasn't sure I was gonna save that one. Oh, barely. We're saving a clip of that. Did you see that, guys? Just barely eked out that victory. Wow. All right. Another hunted. I'm doing pretty good on that particular track, but I'm not gonna push my luck running that guy under rank. Let's check out the daily events, and then I think I have to go because Mrs. Dash was wonderful enough to make some dinner for herself and myself, so I want to be respectful of the time that she spent and have that meal warm. All right, A rank, nice. Definitely gonna do those. And do I already have the Viper GTS maxed out? Let's see, Viper, where are you? The Viper GTS, where is it? I don't have that maxed out, so it is totally worth it for me to go for it with the Aston Martin Vulcan to try to get those extra blueprints. And I'm super close. I'm like 10 blueprints away. So I can get at least 2 blueprints closer, plus whatever I get in these packs. That's kind of neat. I will do that another time. And the Rezvani Beast X, another trophy just for showing up to the race. Folks, that is definitely worth doing. And then Shanghai to grab some extra tokens. Nice. All in all, not bad. Folks, I'm going to let the tokens reset. I'm going to eat my dinner nice and warm. Thank you for joining me. It's been a short stream, but for those of you that stuck around, my age, actually, the person who was correct here, looks like it was one of our folks chatting on YouTube, actually, that was correct. He was close to correct. Nobody got it exactly. I am 41, but I will be 42 later this year. So, yeah. Dash V is 41, going on 42. Married for 18 years. A lot older than I look, apparently. But I'm flattered that you folks think that I'm younger. I'm very, very flattered. Hopefully that means I'm eating right and doing something right. I don't know. So, take care, folks. I hope that you have a good one. Anybody that joined the stream late, earlier in the stream, toward the beginning, I was actually talking about the Apollo car hunt, which is one of the dailies. And I was giving some tips and tricks for how to do the Apollo car hunt and get the beat 41 seconds with the Jaguar F-Type SVR. As you guys can see, it's really difficult to do. I did it 4 times, at least with the Jaguar F-Type SVR only at 3 stars. It's very difficult to do. As you can see, I did it 3 or 4 times, only managed to get the blueprint once. So, but it is possible. Just takes a little bit of luck and definitely some a very specific touch. So hopefully I was able to help you guys out with the Apollo N car hunt. As you can see, using this as my main, the Acura 2017 NSX. This is my secondary, and then grinding it out with this for the guaranteed cards. Using that strategy actually helped me to get my Apollo N to 4-star. And this is definitely a significant player. You don't want to overlook the Apollo N in your garage this multiplayer season, because if you haven't been able to get the exotic cars like me, this is the car that's going to carry you in the Pro and Elite multiplayer. So, Hypercream 00, hello there. I'm going to have to ask you to rewind the stream and check out a little bit earlier, because I am actually just on my way out to grab some dinner. I don't think I'll be online later today, because I'll be doing some Final Fantasy VII Remake with my wife. We won't be streaming that. You don't think that I have my alerts on? Oh my goodness, Mocha Smoke, you sent me bits? You sent me bits, man? Mocha Smoke, thank you very much. Very appreciated. Certainly not necessary. I tell you what I'm going to do with those bits, my friend. I'm going to use those bits to go find another streamer on Twitch that I really, really enjoy, and I'm going to share these bits with them. So I absolutely appreciate that you enjoy my content so much that you wanted to support me. That is great. I'm going to take that support and I'm going to pass it on to another streamer. So thank you so much. I super appreciate it. And I hope that you actually, feel free to do the follow. I see that Monka Smoke, you're following. I see that Hypercream is also following. Thank you so much for those follows. Both of those were Monka Smoke. Actually, you followed me March 21st. Actually, so you've been following for quite a bit here. Hypercream, thank you for the recent follow. Again, folks, because I am an affiliate now, Twitch is providing all kinds of mechanisms for, like, you can contribute to my stream and all that stuff. If you want to do that, that's totally cool. I don't request it. You don't have to do it. If you do it, right now I'm in a place where there's a lot of crazy stuff going on in the world with COVID and things like that. There's some people out of work. I'm fortunate enough to where I can work from home. And so one of the things that I'm going to do is, if you folks do send any bits my way, I'm going to pass it along to some of the streamers that I follow that I know are using Twitch as a primary or significant revenue stream for themselves, and I'm going to pass that support along to them. So the best way you can support me, like, share, follow, you know, with your friends and stuff like that. I really love the dialogue with folks in the chat, and sometimes I'll try to tailor the content or the tips that I give to games like Asphalt 9 or other games to specific interests that folks in the chat have. So thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for supporting me. And I'm going to catch you guys a little bit later in the week. All right? So take care. And if you need those Apollo N car hunt tips, rewind to the earlier beginning part of the stream where I give a couple different tips on how to make it through. Catch you later, YouTube.